Of His Hand, powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning, nerds. It is Thursday, March 13th, and it's time for your Daily Dose of Dork. That's right. Let's say good morning to everyone, of course. My favorite part, yelling good morning at you guys. I'm so absolutely tickled that this has become a thing. I really am. Good morning, Music City Soul. Good Fernando. Good morning, Taco Cat. Good morning, Steven Reacts. Oh, you finally caught me live. Congrats. Thank you. Good morning, Penny. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone has hit the like button. I hope you subscribe if you're new and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy goodness. Good morning. Coffee in hand? Not much, actually. I should have brewed another cup. We all know what happens. And I have 2 cups of coffee, though. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I had some farming to do. True story. I planted over 20 different types of vegetables and 5 different trees, or 5 trees total. There was 6 trees. We have like 3 lemon trees, an orange tree, a couple of avocados, and we already have a lime tree. I've also got blackberry and raspberry and grapes and strawberries and 20 different types of vegetables. I'm not kidding. It was a long day. I overslept today. I was tired. I was very tired. But it's farm life, man. It's farm life. But it's time to get into some nerdy news. I have notes for myself today, so hopefully I stay on track. I'll be my own producer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, I have a lot of DMs to catch up on. Like, a lot. Y'all gonna have to be a little patient because there's a lot. I will get to them, I promise. Just give me a little bit of time. Good morning, Loki Jarson. Good morning. What the heck is a Sadie Sink, he says. Well, someone doesn't watch Stranger Things. We will get to it. We will get to it. All right. Oh, good morning, Amari. Oh, that's right. She was in The Whale. I totally forgot about that. Crazy movie. Okay, so let's hit a couple headlines. You guys know the drill. We hit a couple headlines and then we get to our main topic. So let's hit a couple headlines. We'll watch the LILO and Stitch trailer. And then we will discuss a Stranger Things actress named Sadie Sink. You should watch it. It's a great series. It really is. It's a great series. My daughter is actually obsessed with it. Just absolutely obsessed. So, okay. Let's hit up our headlines. We've got our first looks at the cast of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Let's see. We've got a couple looks. There's another one. I'm very curious to see how this turns out. Very curious indeed. What do you guys think? Are you hyped at all for the Christopher Nolan Odyssey movie? Let me know. I love Greek mythology. I absolutely love it. I was obsessed with it as a child. My mother gave me D'Aulaire's Greek myths when I was 7 years old, and I believe I still have the entire book memorized. I handed it down to my niece, and then she quit talking to me. Ugh, I wish I had that book back. I'd read it so much it was falling apart. It was missing pages. Point is, I love Greek mythology, so I do have hype for this film. I hope he doesn't remove all the magic and stuff because that's like the coolest part. We shall see. But let me know in the comments if you have any hype for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey and what you think of these shots. Scarlett Johansson was asked if she was ever returning to the MCU for anything, Doomsday, Secret Wars, any of it. InStyle magazine asked her, I'll follow the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. InStyle magazine asked her if Natasha was returning, and she said Natasha is dead. She is dead. She's dead. Okay? Look, I think the balance of the entire universe is held in her hand. We're going to have to let it go. She saved the world. Let her have her hero moment. I think she's done, guys. I think Scarlett Johansson is done. Leave ScarJo alone. She doesn't want to talk about Black Widow no mo. What do you guys think? I do kind of agree with her. I do. Like, let her have her moment. Music City Soul, I don't know what people expect these actors to say these days. Precisely. They're not in charge. They are not in charge. They don't write these things. Omari Daniels, Rise of Skywalker proved one thing. No one's ever really gone. Hashtag leave Britney alone. Leave ScarJo alone. Well, I'd say that's comics and sci-fi and all this stuff anyway. There was a joke that set Buffy the Whoops, what was that? Yell for my kid real quick. Sorry, guys, the Wi-Fi is not good, so I'm having my off-screen son plug in my Ethernet cord into the back of my tower. Gracias. Awesome. That's better. So, yeah. Jesus, when you're dead, you're still going to come back. However, it doesn't seem like she's going to, especially after she sued Disney. Loki says she's 1000% going to be back in the multiverse nonsense. Is she not the werewolf? Is she just a really good liar? Is she way better than Andrew Garfield? I am not the werewolf, she says. I guess there's only one way for us to find out, huh? One way for us to find out. James Gunn's Superman has almost incalculable importance to Warner Brothers Discovery, and there is reportedly genuine fear of the film studio going the way of 20th Century Fox, which was acquired by Disney in 2019. This comes from Warner Brothers veteran. The source is actually Puck News, but the Warner Brothers veteran says an essential element of the stock price is believing that the IP of DC is meaningful. David Zaslav bet big that they can show the world that the DC IP can have real value. Superman is the first movie that will set the tone. They have tremendous amount writing on it. I have been saying this for 2 or 3 years now. Music City Soul, back to ScarJo. Way better than Andrew Garfield. He's definitely the blueprint on how not to address rumors. Facts. But I've been saying this about Superman and DC ever since Zaslav bought it all and they announced the Superman movie. Superman is going to determine the future of DC Studios. It has to perform. It has to. It has to. Absolutely crucial. You're right, Fernando. Superman has to perform, or there will be no more DC Studios going forward. You're still going to get your Supergirl movie because they're already filming it. I mean, there's really no guarantee, is there? They filmed before DC Studios, of course. They filmed Batgirl and scrapped that for tax purposes. They could scrap the rest for tax purposes if they go under. That's right. Yes, Steven. I know you have. We both have. This movie is crucial. So hopefully it does well. I'm not going to tell people, go see it to save DC Studios. I say, go see it and judge for yourself. But, they're not telling us anything we don't already know with this. It's just very out the open, I guess. Hey, We the People TV, hello! He made my week today, just FYI, everyone. Hopefully Gunn doesn't let us down. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Please make St. Louis people look good, James Gunn. And if they get Batman wrong, We the People TV says, dude, did you guys see that State Farm commercial? I know you have. I don't know if I have a thing for it. But there he is. Dude, look at this guy. Get James Gunn on the phone. Get him on the phone right now. Tell him we found his Joker. It's Josh Harp. Look at this guy. That is the best Joker we have had since Heath Ledger. The most comic accurate Joker we've had since Jack Nicholson. I don't think I even want to know what the State Farm controversy was this weekend. I don't think I want to know. He looks like, I was getting ready to say that, We the People TV. I was getting ready to say that he looks like the Arkham Asylum game Joker. He looks like a video game. I can't believe it's real. Look at that. That looks unreal. It's so good. Get James Gunn on the phone. Get him on the phone. We found Joker. His name is Josh Harp. Love it. Absolutely love it. And I really love Jason Bateman as Bateman. And wasn't that Will Arnett, Lego Batman, as Batman? Let me tell you a little story. About I will watch Lego Batman every single time I come across it or it is on. I will watch it. I love that movie so much. Yeah, kinda. He didn't look like a cartoon character like this guy does, I guess is what I mean. And his behavior was very comic Joker. I'll give you that. His behavior was very, very Joker. I love Heath Ledger. Do not misunderstand. This is the best Joker we have seen since Heath Ledger. But this guy looks exactly like he stepped out of the comic book or the cartoon or the video game, especially the video game. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Warner Brothers is offering guests. Now, we talked about CinemaCon, but Warner Brothers is offering guests a one-day Superman-themed tour of its Burbank studio on April 18th in celebration of Superman Day. The studio has announced. I could have said that a lot better. Let's try that again. So the studio has announced that they will offer guests a one-day Superman themed tour of its Burbank studio on April 18th to celebrate Superman Day. The Superman themed studio tour will take guests across the historic 110-acre lot, offering a look at iconic sets, the creative process behind bringing DC storytelling to life, and a chance for fans to test their knowledge with DC themed trivia. Book my flight for Burbank right now. Book it. Good morning, Nerdling First Class Backyard TARDIS. Good morning. It does sound fun. Like, take my money. I'm going to call Brian right now and tell him that I need to stay at his house in Burbank April 18th so I could go get the Superman tour of DC Studios. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. If you would like to help support my trip to Burbank to go see the Superman tour, check out buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua. Send me to Burbank, baby. Send me to Burbank. What do you guys think? I know Fernando's down. But what about the rest of you? Anyone want to go to Burbank with me? Tour DC Studios on Superman Day? We'll go find James Gunn's office and tell him to hire Josh Harp. Cast Josh Harp as the Joker, sir. All right. Joe Russo says that the upcoming Avengers films, Doomsday and Secret Wars, will draw inspiration from both the 80s and 2010 Secret Wars comic book runs. We always create our own version of the story. Now, I know that is a dirty phrase for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like to hear them say, create our own version of the story. They want to see the exact story from the comic book on the screen. And I get it. I do. But sometimes those things are really hard to adapt. And you've got to, there's Loki on cue, grumble. Sometimes those things are really hard to adapt. And you've got to connect it to the current storyline also. It's very messy. Very messy. So I do have, I mean, you can't see it because I got my background blurred so you can see my face better. But I do have the 85 Secret Wars behind me on the wall. I love those. I wonder how they're going to do it. I mean, Secret Wars is how we got Venom. Are they going to do that? I have so many questions. I have so many questions. And are we still making the Beyonder a King variant? Or have we changed that? I want God Dr. Doom. I really think we are getting God Emperor Doom. Remember those concept art leaks we watched or looked at? That was definitely God Emperor Doom. So maybe they're doing a mashup. I know we got to see Doom's face in Secret Wars in 85. That's actually the Face of Doom comic is the one that's hanging in my background. Someone gave me that for free. I'm not even kidding. I was like, how much do you want for this? I said, oh, you could just have it. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I am okay with doing a mashup of these because I know the Russos are going to respect the source material as much as possible. They're not going to treat it like garbage. And that's the most important thing to me. Respect, 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 respect. Do I think Jonathan Majors will be brought back? No, I don't. Because Disney is a lot like the Catholic Church. when they make a decision, they feel like they have to stick to it because they don't want to be seen as fallible. They see themselves as infallible, never wrong. And they have this huge, huge lawsuit against them from Gina Carano for wrongful termination. So if they bring Jonathan Majors back, who was charged and convicted of violence, whether you agree with it or not is irrelevant. It's the fact that he was charged and convicted, okay? It's on paper. The fact that he was convicted for assault, if they bring him back, that's not going to look good for them with their suit Gina Carano has against them when she committed no acts of violence. She really didn't do anything. So that would just look really good for her in her lawsuit. Yeah, they hired back James Gunn. They did. You're right. You're right. But those were over tweets. Oh, Gina. I wonder if Gina can use that. I don't know. They might have learned their lesson. I don't know. I really don't know anything. I'm just a talking head. I don't know. I think after the James Gunn thing, they've kind of stuck to their guns on stuff a bit more. Yeah. Gunn just had dumb tweets. We the people, even the church knows money talks, though. Sad situation. It really is. It is a sad situation. Gina got screwed big time. And there was a lot of other things that were going on behind the scenes that the public doesn't know about. But luckily, I know people who were there. And a lot of it had to do with Bryce Dallas Howard and her just not liking Gina. Oh, that woman. The bane of my existence. We the People TV. Yes, the Beyonder must be the Kang from Ant-Man 3 returning. Jonathan Majors' return could be a secret box office smash. Doom versus Kang with the heroes in the middle trying to survive. It would be epic. It would be epic. But they have scrapped the entire Kang storyline. It wasn't working, and they fired Jonathan Majors for being convicted of assault. They had that press release waiting, ready to send it off when that conviction came down. All right, we got to move on. We got to move on. I can find it. I cannot find it. My goodness. I guess I'm going to have to Google it. Google as in Google. So what's up, guys? What's up? I do have it. Never mind. I Googled it for no reason. Here we go. Captain America Brave New World is winding up as one of the lowest grossing Marvel movies of all time. In fact, it has reached that point. It is now the worst performing Marvel movie of all time. Novocaine is like the number one movie right now. I haven't seen it yet, but I have seen Mickey 17 and I enjoyed it. Darn, what a shame, Loki says. Yeah, it is now the worst performing Marvel movie to date. And it's a huge bummer because poor Harrison Ford. That's it, Fernando. Oh, we the people just shared your live on Twitter. Let's keep going up that mountain. Thank you. Thank you so much, We the People TV. Was Cap 4 really that bad? Yeah, it was not great. I have a review on my website if y'all want to read it. Just go to comicsand.squarespace.com and click on Danny Reviews Stuff. It's the last one I've reviewed. I need to get better at that. But yeah, the numbers are pretty bad, especially for a Marvel movie. Let's see where it's at. Disney's Marvel sequel, Captain America Brave New World, is projected to add around $5 million in its 5th weekend. It made $5 million in its 5th weekend. The superhero adventure starring Anthony Mackie has earned $177 million domestically, $370 worldwide, which is enough to rank it as the biggest Hollywood release of the year, but isn't nearly enough to offset the massive $180 million price tag, which we know is probably more than double that thanks to reshoots. At this rate, Captain America Brave New World will wind up as one of the lowest grossing Marvel movies of all time, above the flat out disasters of 2023's The Marvels and 2011's The Incredible Hulk, but in the realm of disappointments like 2021's Eternals and 23's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Marvel has 2 more movies, Thunderbolts on May 2nd and Fantastic Four: First Steps on July 25th. Dang. Deadpool crossed $1 billion. Fernando, Captain America felt like a CW movie. It did. It felt like an empty shell to me. You could tell that a bunch of things were cut out. And this was absolutely a direct sequel to The Incredible Hulk. The Hulk should have been in this film, or in some capacity. The Hulk should have been in this film. Backyard Tarda says, the Catholic Church not changing things is actually more recent. If you look back through the centuries, their stance on fire and heck, then you would think the Pope had an off switch. Medieval times, Catholic Church was definitely used to control the peasantry. So changes happen depending on how much money they thought they could get out of them. Brand damage theory. I think it's hubris. I think it's mostly hubris. They got excited. They were like, oh, they love this. They'll buy whatever we put out there, and just got lazy. It's a bubble. Bubbles bursts. Fernando, the leader was so lame. Hard agree. What was that choice to make him look like someone vomited? All sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I am hardwired to the internet and still it's acting stupid. Yeah, the leader was terrible. Was Mackie as good as Cap? I don't think they really gave him a chance to be. It didn't have good writing. It was missing a lot. I mean, you could have completely removed Giancarlo Esposito's character and it wouldn't have made a difference in the film. It was just a mess, an empty shell and a mess. Ugh. What a shame. What a shame. I call it a Captain America missed opportunity. All right, let's watch Lilo and Stitch real quick. And actually, so did anyone catch Daredevil Born Again season, or Daredevil Born Again episode 3 Tuesday? Because in that courtroom scene, spoiler alert, in that courtroom scene where Matt Murdock is going through all the cops that said White Tiger was A-okay, he lists Officer Morales. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's Miles Morales' dad. I'm like, I thought his name was Jefferson Davis. Come to find out in the comics a couple years ago, they changed his name to Morales. He took his wife's last name. So that was an Easter egg for Miles Morales. And apparently, Ava Ayala, I said that weird, Ava Ayala is going to be seeking vengeance as White Tiger since they showed her in the series. I thought it was an incredible episode. I know there wasn't hardly any action, but still, that was an absolutely incredible episode. And what a send-off for White Tiger. Good grief. Let's see. Dang it. Computer's running slow today. Camar de los Reyes. Camar de los Reyes. I apologize. Words are hard, kids. What a send-off for him. He, of course, lost his battle to cancer 2 years ago. It was, amazing episode. He was absolutely incredible. We've lost quite a talent in Camar de los Reyes. Yeah, going to miss White Tiger. We the People says, not going to lie, want more action, but the episode was well written. Matt owned the courtroom. Absolutely. I love seeing Matt in court. I do. Loki says, rumors say Punisher is going to show up with his new logo. I believe it. So are they trying, do you think they're trying to make it look like the Punisher killed him? Do we think that? Because, I mean, the Dirty Cops are using the Punisher's logo. And then this one, the one who killed White Tiger, had it on his vest like Punisher. And that would prompt Matt to go get Frank and be like, dude, you got to step in and do something. I'm actually excited for Lilo and Stitch. Backyard TARDIS says the story lends itself well to live action, but it all depends on how good the actress for Lilo is. Agreed. And we're going to watch that here in a second. I just wanted you guys' opinions. Yeah, I think they're trying to make it look like the Punisher killed him. Punisher's back, baby. Yes, he is. Frank Castle is back. John Barenthal. He'll always be Shane to me. Always be Shane. All right, we got to move on to this Lilo and Stitch trailer, and then we got to talk some Sadie Sink. All right, here we go. As always,
we have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he? He escaped. He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one. Hey, it's Diamond Head. It's Waikiki. He used to live there. I was actually living in Hawaii when this movie came out, and the Hawaiian people did not care for it. They felt a little insulted. Why are you so big? I am Samoan. She's cute.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah. Aww. Oh, Hawaii's so beautiful.
Hey, what are you doing?
She still has CDs. Oh my.
No dogs on the table.
You should have a dog.
Oh. Oh my.
Yeah.
Rough. Oh, this is cute.
We are not
Family means nobody gets left behind
or forgotten.
Sometimes
Aww.
isn't perfect. That doesn't mean
Oh, he's so cute.
That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
A lot of this is ripped straight out of the animated movie. I mean, as it should be. It is the live action version of it. Are we going to get the big alien guy? Oh.
No. I'm gonna count off 3, Stitch.
What? Uh-oh.
1.
Adorable. Okay, this looks really cute. Comes out in May. I'm probably going to watch it. What do you guys think? That looks really cute. She is adorable. Oh, what a frame to land on. He looks great. They did. The graphics look great. Look at that. Absolutely adorable. This looks pretty good. Music City Soul definitely here for Lilo and Stitch. Loki Jarson, this will probably make money. I bet you it's going to make a lot of money. This is going to make a lot of money. We the People TV taking my son to see it. Oh, good idea. I'm probably going to take my kid. One of my kids. Got 4. CEO Star Wars Not Toxic Alliance. Cute movie. You know, I should take my 2 that were born in Hawaii. I should take them. By the way, my son's joining the army. Very proud of him. He's enlisting. He's going through his recruitment process. So unbelievably proud. When this movie came out, we were an army family living on post. So, your son is pumped? Awesome. Yeah, this is probably one of the best things Disney has put out in a while. Looking forward to it. Seems like we are all on the same page with the Lilo and Stitch movie. Now, let's talk Sadie Sink. For those of you who do not know, looking at you, Loki Jarson. And thank you very much. I'm very proud of my son. We've been an army family on and off for a long time. I don't have kids, so I don't care, Loki says. That's fine. We're used to that from you. Anywho, for those of you who don't know, looking at you, Loki. Sadie Sink is one of the actors from Stranger Things. And she has officially been cast in Spider-Man 4, which is supposed to come out next year already. With the production later to start this year, or tongue-tied again because words are hard. With production set to start later this year on the next installment of the Spider-Man franchise series, star Tom Holland looks to have found a new co-star, one who is no stranger to popular IP. Sources tell Deadline that Stranger Things star Sadie Sink is set to join the sequel from Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios. Holland is already set to return as Peter Parker. Duh. Marvel and Sony had no comment. Destin Daniel Cretton is directing with Amy Pascal and Marvel president Kevin Feige producing. As for who Sink will be playing, the prevailing theory is she'll be introducing as X-Men character Jean Grey, but don't count on the idea that she shows up as another beloved redheaded Spider-Man character. What is known is that the role will be significant, one given how the most recent film, Spider-Man No Way Home, concluded, with Peter Parker making the decision to complete Doctor Strange's spell that erases his identity from the world. By staying on track with that plotline, one can expect Holland's old castmates to have reduced roles, while newcomers are added to the ensemble, with Sink being the first major new role. Holland is currently filming the Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, and the plan is for him to start shooting Spider-Man once he wraps production on Nolan's pick. For Sink, the role comes on the heels of her saying goodbye to the part that helped launch her career, as the final season of her Netflix series Stranger Things recently wrapped production. The final season is one of the most anticipated premieres of 2025 and will air later this year. Sink can be seen next in the Searchlight musical Odessa, which just had its world premiere at South by Southwest. Sink earned strong reviews for her performance, and the film is set to bow next week on Hulu. Before she starts production of Spider-Man, she will first be seen in the Broadway play John Proctor is the Villain, which opens April 4th. She is rep by WMD, Mar Entertainment, and Peacock Mom. All right, so do we think she's Jean Grey? Well, there's options. They're saying, and I've seen this a couple places, for instance, here, they're getting it from the article we just read. The current theory is that Sadie Sink is joining Spider-Man 4 and will be introduced as Jean Grey. That is what I'm hearing literally everywhere, that she's Jean Grey. She's not Mary Jane. She's Jean Grey. Some people were kicking around Black Cat, some Firestar. So I think it's Jean Grey. I think that's how they're going to start introducing the core X-Men. Even if I didn't have kids, Nick says he would go see Lilo and Stitch. Fernando says Black Cat. And Zendaya is not in the movie. If she is, it's going to be here and there. Actually, she is in the movie. She is cast. The X-Men have nothing to do with Spider-Man. I know. But I agree with the people. Her as Jean Grey would be amazing. She'd be a great Jean Grey. She's perfect. Hello, good morning, Sean Stackhouse. She could pull off Jean. She looks way too young to play Mary Jane against Tom Holland. I agree. Good morning, Bryce Evans. What if Gwen Stacy, she dyes her hair blonde? What if? But I think it's Jean Grey, and I think because Spider-Man 4 is a multiversal film. They're still doing multiverse, and the multiversal stuff isn't going to end until Secret Wars. Sorry for those who really wish it would end faster. But I think she's Jean Grey. I mean, if you have seen her in anything, then you'll see what I'm talking about. Music City Soul, I don't want to see another live action Gwen Stacy. She's already got the animated joint on lock. True. We the People TV, Doom as the big bad in Spidey 4. I'm calling it. Bookmark it, y'all. We the People TV says Doom is the big bad in Spider-Man 4. We really don't know anything about the plot for Spider-Man 4. We don't. We know a couple of the cast members, and that's about it. And that they're going to start production here in a few months. They have this movie on lockdown. Lockdown. So, and also the next MCU story is X-Men. After Doomsday and Secret Wars, it's X-Men. So I can see them using Spider-Man 4 to start introducing the X-Men for the X-Men storyline. Music City Soul. Yeah, this film is all over the place. Sean Stackhouse says, last I heard, Spidey 4 doesn't have a script yet. But they're filming later this year. They've got it. They've got a script. Production starts very soon. In fact, let's check out my favorite website production list. Let's look up. Whoop. I've got cords everywhere. I'm all a tangle. Let's look up Spider-Man 4. Running slow, of course. I am out of coffee. Here we go. Found it. There's literally nothing here. Nothing here. No information. Wow. But it does say it starts shooting this year. Rumored plot points for Spider-Man 4 include the introduction of Venom and Miles Morales to the MCU. Additionally, Spider-Man may team up with Daredevil to confront Kingpin. Production to start 2025. I have heard the stuff about Kingpin, that Daredevil Born Again is going to tie into it because Kingpin is making vigilantes illegal. Bryce Evans, which MCU cameo this time? Iron Man, Nick Fury, Doctor Strange, Johnny Storm, and next. Actually, it's Daredevil. What do you guys think? Loki Jarson says, rumors say the kitchen sink will be thrown out of desperation. Yeah, I think if they do this plot line with Venom and Miles Morales and Daredevil confronting Kingpin, that'd be dope. I'd watch it. I'd watch it hard. What do you guys think? What do you think of Sadie Sink appearing in Spider-Man 4 as Jean Grey? It's a substantial role, they say. Substantial role. She is not Mary Jane Watson. At least according to Deadline, she is not Mary Jane Watson. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Doing my Britney Spears moves over here. How I'm not famous yet, I don't know. I'm so articulate and oh my gosh. Loki Jar said, for real though, I have heard someone else say Hulk and Punisher in Spider-Man 4. Maybe Punisher. I can see that. If they're having Daredevil, I can see Punisher. Hulk though, super weird. Super weird. Weirder than Jean Grey for some reason. Super weird. But if you guys have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts, leave it in the comments below because we are wrapping this up today, Thursday, March 13th. I got some farming to do. Should I Vogue? There we go. I've got some farming to do, so I got to get going. I got to water some plants, spread some gravel, make sure those damn birds aren't eating my seeds. Stupid birds. But I'm here for it. I would love to see Sadie Sink portray Jean Grey. I'd love to see her in the MCU. She's a great actress. I've loved everything she's done so far. I have nothing but faith in her. But tell me what you guys think. Before you leave today, do me a huge favor. Make sure you help support the channel. And the easiest way to do it is also the freest way. All you have to do is smash that like button. Give me a big fat thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you're new. And ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy content. And do what Lead the People TV did today. Share the streams. Share the streams. I have a new video out today. A new breakdown just for you guys. Achebe from Black Panther Comics. He is like the kookiest, craziest Bond villain I've ever read in a comic book. I absolutely love him. I got like a 15, 16-minute breakdown about him while I'm getting ready. So check that out on the channel. If you would like to help support the channel in other ways, check out this QR code right here. It'll take you to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua. You can tip me a little or as much as you like. All proceeds go to help keeping this stream going. And I can't do it without you guys' help because I am not monetized yet. Still, I'm not monetized. So the only way I'm able to keep these streams going is by financial support from nerds like you. So if you go to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua, you get options to tip me as little or as much as you like. You can also send them to Cash App. However you feel most comfortable. Cash App. You can also join the official Nerdling Army by going to patreon.com/comics, and you get behind the scenes, some outtakes. You get early access. Like everyone got to see my breakdown of Achebe yesterday. They got to watch it as soon as I was done editing. As soon as I'm done editing a video, I throw it up on Patreon. So everyone there gets to see it first. There's also exclusive content, exclusive Nerdling Army merch that you can't get anywhere else, and the exclusive Nerdling Army chat. There are 3 different tiers starting as little as $3 a month. And again, all proceeds go to making sure I can keep this stream on air. I also have merch stores, and everything you can be found at comicsand.squarespace.com, including my reviews we were talking about. So, want to help support the channel? So many links in the description below. Hard agree. And I am a member of the Red 5 Network. We are a collection of exclusively nerdy podcasts and content creators. So if you love Star Wars, if you love Star Trek, if you love DC, Marvel, if you love Dune, then check out red5.bio.link because I guarantee you there is a podcast for you. We look good in red. We really do. And you will too. You will. Yeah. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great day. Make good choices. Be kind to one another. And keep an eye out because I heard
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!